Once upon a time, in a wide green valley of Poland, there was a little village of farmers and shepherds. Life was simple but harsh, for the winters were long and the land gave little. Among the villagers lived a boy named Janek. Orphaned young, he had only a flock of sheep and an old wooden flute left by his father. Yet, though poor, Janek's heart was rich with kindness. Each day, Janek tended his sheep on the hillside. He played the flute, and its song was so pure that birds hovered above. Children gathered to listen, and even the restless sheep grew calm. One spring evening, as the sky blushed with sunset, three weary travelers appeared. Their cloaks were torn, their steps heavy, and their faces hollow with hunger. Janek had only a small crust of bread for supper. Yet, without hesitation, he broke it into 3 pieces and gave it to them. The stranger's eyes shone with gratitude. Suddenly, golden light wrapped around them. Before Janek's astonished eyes, the strangers revealed themselves as radiant angels, their wings gleaming in the dusk. "Kind boy," said the first angel, "you gave away your last bread." "For such kindness," said the second, "you shall not remain empty-handed." The third placed in his hands a flute carved from pale birchwood. It glowed faintly, warm, as if alive. "This is a magic flute. When it sings, no lie can endure. Truth will burst forth." Before Janek could speak, the angels rose into the sky and vanished. He stood alone in the fading light, clutching the flute, his heart pounding. Days later, dark news spread. The governor of the land was riding toward the village. He was known as a greedy tyrant who squeezed peasants until they starved. The villagers trembled. They had no grain left, yet the governor demanded more taxes, even the seed they had saved for planting. That evening, the governor arrived on a black horse, cloaked in gold-embroidered velvet. Soldiers marched behind, spears gleaming, boots thundering on the earth. The villagers knelt in fear, but Janek stepped forward, trembling yet resolute. He lifted the birchwood flute to his lips. A clear, piercing melody rose. The governor opened his mouth to command, yet instead words spilled that he could not stop. "I steal from the people," he shouted. "I hide their gold beneath my house." His face twisted in horror at his own confession. Gasps swept through the villagers. Janek played on, stronger, brighter. The soldiers staggered, then blurted their truths as well. "We never wished to harm the people. We only obeyed." The people, hearing the truth, rose with courage. "No more chains! No more lies!" they cried. They drove the governor and his men away, stripped of power. That night, they searched the governor's mansion and uncovered the hidden treasure, grain, silver, and gold stolen over the years. The wealth was returned to the villagers. Hungry bellies were filled, children laughed again, and the fields promised a new harvest of hope. The flute was placed in the village hall as a sacred treasure. Whenever disputes arose, its song was played, and no falsehood survived its voice. Janek returned to his sheep, but from that day, his music was known as the Song of Justice. And people whispered through the years, "The greatest power is not gold nor swords, but truth and courage."